said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Kentucky. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running into the open space. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To throw, it's Stockton. Floats it out in space. And they knock him down, but he
it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Going to swing it on second down. And that one's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Georgia!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Appalachian State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Barrett. That's caught. It's Gilmore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. On the move, it's Frazier. Makes one man miss. And a little more space open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
To the air, it's Stockton. Quickly complete.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous open spaces. Defense has it their own move. It's a fumble.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. The running back has it. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Pocket breaking down. And the sack all the way back to the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go.
Turning it on! He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a third and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. There he goes. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They are up by 7 over Appalachian State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Kicks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Just need to crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Rush is on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the big dog got him again. And Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and They get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, baby.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's moving out of the pocket. That's a fumble. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I'd just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times.
There he goes! Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Bauer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. Nice move, create some space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Stockton. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads it left. It's complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Bauer. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Barrett. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's reeled in. It's Gilmore. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. we're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Offense in a bunch formation. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's Humphries. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense got it. They're on the run. They bring him down, but not only did they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Barrett. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. On the ground with the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Barrett. Quick strike complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no short thing right now. They are up by just 1 over Appalachian State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on first down from the 28. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spot. You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to throw, it's Barrett. Bringing the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Smashes through the tackle. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage. They've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilmore. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Flips it out on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Grab behind the line. It's Rodriguez. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now they take the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Give to the back. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful. It absolutely cannot turn it over.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They get to him as he throws. Complete in the middle. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Might be looking to run. Complete to the right. Gets away from one, finds room. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. And they are coming out for what... A huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Appalachian State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Barrett. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodriguez. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Fights off, just dismissing tackles. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Kentucky! They move on top here in the 4th.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season. And
he makes the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and, man, what they can do on second down here. And the Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got it again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Hand off to the fullback. He stopped right there, short of the first down in this defense, trying to preserve the lead. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
And it's a good choice because he gets it. I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you've got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Ball is loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops and get the ball back to our offense.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He's got him. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Humphreys. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Grab near the marker is Humphreys. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He might want another play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, defense, now you need a big play. You got the incompletion. You need one last play to keep this offense out of the end zone, and you win the game.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.